Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Jen here in the house. Having a wonderful Sunday so far. Gonna get ready with you guys and then do some grocery shopping, hang out with my kiddo, and see my mom. So, if you want to see what I got at the Sephora Rouge bonus holiday event and watch me try it on, then keep on watching. Okay, so I started with the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base. This is going to be a little bit of Ulta and Sephora. I got the Ulta stuff, so I figured I would just haul it, try it in this video. I have used this before. I actually really like it. This was free with purchase. So make a purchase and get the primer for free. So the purchase that I made was the little Tarte paint pots, the chrome ones, and the little minis. So we got those. And then what was the other thing that I got from, the Kylie Oh You Fancy lip gloss. So that was the Ulta stuff. The Sephora items are, Tarte. You guys have already seen me with these, but I thought I would go ahead and use them for them being new sake. We got a new beauty blender. Gosh, I just love a new beauty blender. It just feels so good. And then this is a repeat item, but I did repurchase it, and I got this from Sephora. So this is the Dior Forever Matte Zero Neutral 24-Hour High Perfection Skin Caring Foundation with Sunscreen. Long title. Something that's not new is the Tarte Shape Tape and the Stay Naked Concealer that I'll be using. But you gotta have a concealer. So new is the Huda Beauty baking powder and pound cake. So I thought we would try that. Of course, you guys know we got the Conspiracy, but I thought since I'm doing a full face, we will go ahead and use this again and create another look with a full face of makeup on. I also got from the sale the Dior Face and Palette Backstage. This is in Glitz. I've always kind of wanted the other one, but I decided to go with Glitz. I don't know, I just thought more of the colors would be wearable for my skin tone. We also have the Park Avenue Princess. I have gotten a new one in a boxy charm. And so I wanted to go ahead and use this. You can purchase this at Sephora as well. But this is like my favorite face kind of bronzing under eye doing palette. Nothing new for the brows, but we did get the gift of the Pillow Talk lips. So we got a lip liner and the lipstick in the color Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. So we'll be using that. No new mascara unless you want to consider the Lashcraft Defining Mascara by Sephora, which I can use. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be using. I'll be doing portions of my makeup sort of in the video, so it's not 2 hours long. But without further ado, let's go ahead and put our Dior foundation here on our new beauty blender. I just love a new beauty blender. I forgot to bring my handheld mirror, so after I get this all blended out, I'm gonna go and grab it. Though I do have a mirror here in front of me, it's not really that great to do eyebrows and different things like that. So the Zero Neutral color in Dior is a perfect match to me, and I quite love it. It's a really good wearing foundation. It's natural matte, I think. It's not like a full-blown like matte, but it does help keep me from being really oily throughout the day. It smells really nice, and it looks really good on matured, sort of textured, larger pored skin. So it does help look so much better. And again, it matches my neck. I don't really match everything to my arms because when I'm at work, I'm wearing a chef coat, and so really all you can see is my face and neck. So I want that to match more though than anything else. And this is just a really good color. My really perfect match foundation, like to the T, is the ABH Stick Foundation in the color Ivory. It's so good. I actually have it, but I usually put that down as a base and then put this over it. It just depends like how heavy I want to go with my makeup. So that is one layer. As you can see, it looks really good. Still some of my scars and freckles are sort of showing through, so I just go over those again and just kind of get all that nice and covered up. The good thing about Dior foundations, whether it's the Dior Backstage Face and Body, because I also have that one, they do cover up really nice and can be buildable, and so I really appreciate that in a foundation, and it doesn't take a ton to do that. You just did one more pump and here we are, covered up way better. So I quite like it. Trying not to get foundation lips and get chapstick on my beauty blender because I put on the Rose lip balm, Sephora brand. Love it. If you don't like floral stuff, you probably won't like that on your lips, but for me, I do like it, so it works. All right, I gotta go get my mirror before we start concealer because the under eye creasing is a big deal to pay attention to. And side note, they also make this in a dewy, more, I don't know, luminous sort of formula. So they have two formulas of this, but really you can mattify anything with your powder. So it doesn't really matter what the finish of your foundation is as long as you set it or don't set it, and so on and so on. All right, so I'm just fixing my under eyes here and kind of buffing out. I like the Morphe sort of face brushes and some of the Luxie to do concealer and things like that, but I get creased up real fast underneath my eyes and my eyelids. So we're going to use Pound Cake and the Huda Beauty, and it does come with this little lid, but there's no like plastic underneath it, so that was kind of different. Was really shocked by that, to be honest. So let's go ahead and go in with concealer. We're going to use Tarte Shape Tape, and I just kind of do this one here in the inner corner. A little bit goes a long ways. I really like the Giorgio Armani skin fabric, but I'm bowed out, so I've been using the Naked Skin for concealing and all that kind of stuff. So of course I like to do it up and down my nose, and then I do my chin with the Beauty Blender. I like to do extra coverage on my chin with that because my chin is like one of the first things to sort of break away, and I don't totally love that. So I really like to get some extra coverage with the concealer because I have an oily face. And then we do this part, and then I'll do the under eyes with the actual brushes. So I like to start with the Luxie 660. It's actually a foundation brush, but I like it more for underneath the eyes and doing this part of my face than actual foundation. And we'll just kind of put that on our eyes because that's sort of going to be our eyeshadow base and like primer, if you will. And then we'll go back in with the Morphe G38. This one's a little bit more dense. It can get closer to the under eye here and leave less space naked, if you catch what I'm stepping in. And I like to go around the base of my nose because it's kind of like creases really easy. And then we'll just go do the same thing to the other side. All right, now that we finished that, we are gonna go in with the Huda Beauty in the color Pound Cake. We're just gonna take this little lid off here. And I tried to use the foundation and this at one point, but my face broke out really bad, so I don't know if it was the fragrance from the foundation or the powder or both. So I thought I'd try the powder again, and we'll see how this goes. So I like to kind of buff with my finger to make sure there's no creasing before I go in with my powder. And then use that brush to kind of buff it out. And then same thing with the top part of my lid. I like to go in with my finger and just buff any creases out and make sure it's nice and smooth before we set it and put powder down. It's kind of flying everywhere. My Laura Mercier really, when you press it in, it really sets down into it. So we'll see how it compares to that. And we'll do this again here. I don't know if it really looks that matte or if it's making that big of a difference, but we'll see as the day progresses. And the same thing here. I just like to use a different brush with my lids and under eyes than the rest of my face, just because I like it to be very precise. And then around my nose, same thing. It smells pretty good. It's not too offensive. I think the foundation was really offensive. It was just a lot, you know what I mean? Just the fragrance was way too much, so I'm gonna brush that away. And then, I love my unique brush. This is the Beachfront Large Brush, and I like to use this to kind of press powder into the rest of my face. I think this was a good color choice in Pound Cake. I think the last time I got like a more yellow one, and I remember really liking the way that it baked, but I don't think I cared much for the color. So I just kind of like to pat the powder in, not more of like a swiping motion, but a patting. Make sure we're pressing it in really, really good to the skin. And that way we don't have a bunch of fallout. When I get ready in the morning, I don't even put on like my bra and shirt and stuff for work, because I have a lot of powder fallout in this phase of my look, so I try to refrain from doing that. So far, I quite like the way that it looks. It's very blurring. It looks really nice. I guess we'll just see if the under eyes crease or not. I'm gonna go under here with my finger and sort of press some more powder in. Make sure it's up real close to the eye so that we don't crease and such. And then we will move on to bronzer. All right, so we have the Park Ave Princess palette. This is definitely one of my favorites, and it says Tarte chiseled like a diamond on it. Love the full-size mirror. Love that it comes with two sort of under eye correcting powders. It has two shimmers and then two mattes. I typically like these two right here. So we're just gonna go in with a Morphe M106, and I like to start with this color called Carrot. It's sort of a shimmer, and we're just gonna bronze that face up. Now, I do like these warmer colors during the summer and kind of like this sort of phase, but I would move to a more cool toned bronzer. Let's just go ahead and use some of Crown right now for the winter months, just because it's not so warm, and it's just very complimentary to the looks that you're doing for the season, I guess, is the best way to put it. And then we'll go around the perimeter of the face. I really like the bronzing part of makeup, and I particularly like it with this palette. It's so easy to use. There's something for everybody, and I just love it. It's really chic looking and nice, and it just feels luxurious for not like a Tom Ford price, you know what I mean? So I like that. And then of course the product in it is really nice, works great. And then I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M579. I'm gonna go into Princess Cut. That's the matte color. And I'm just gonna kind of press this along the nose here where I want my contour. I haven't really been doing much to the tip of the nose lately. Just a personal preference type thing that I'm doing right now. And then, well, if I can find it, I'll use it. This is one of the Luxie brushes that we got in our BoxyCharm, and I quite like this one to do the nice chiseled part. So I'm going to use Princess Cut to go right in here. And we're just going to kind of deepen that cheekbone up, give it a little bit more depth, give the face just a little bit more shape. I didn't bring my old one. It's kind of expired, and the lighter colors I don't have to use anymore. I've hit pan on them and my brush doesn't pick it up very good, so I decided to bust open a new one. I still have another one. It's a backup. I've gotten many in subscription boxes, and then the first one I bought. So that might be in a holiday giveaway. So I just got paid, and then Tuesday I'll go out and send out the last giveaway winnings. I've been waiting to get paid, and then I forgot that it was the Veterans Day weekend this weekend. So Monday, banks and post offices are closed. But I have a lot of deliveries coming on Tuesday, and I didn't get the BoxyCharm Premium, but I did order the Natasha Denona blush palette from somebody. They were selling it for $20 with $5 shipping, so it's way better than I'll ever be able to get at Sephora, so I went ahead and went for that. So this is the palette, and then I'll go ahead and get another brush. We're gonna go here with the E49. I'm gonna dip into Halo and Enchants. We're gonna go up under the eye and brighten that up. I really like a very brightened under eye. And then I like to take it and go down the base of the nose, bring it up to the forehead, and really sort of make it look natural, I guess, is what I'm going for. And then we'll bring this up and buff this out. And then we're gonna take it down the side of the nose here, make that look that much more natural. Take away the harshness that we just put down with the other brush. Make it look really nice and subtle. We're going to cut out the cheekbone underneath. Make it look precise and blended. And then dot some here, here, and here. And we're done with that palette. Okay, so let me go get some MAC Fix Plus because we're gonna need it to do highlight. That's just a thing I do. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Royal and Lang Nickel blush brush that I got in an ipsy boxycharm. I got in an ipsy glam bag. I think I did it as like an add-on, but still, nonetheless, it was very good price for a Royal and Lang Nickel brush, and I quite like it. So we are gonna go into the gold portion of the 9 Ways to Shine, Frosty and Sleigh Bells and Shimmering. I'm gonna mix the two, the matte and the shimmer here. And that's what we're gonna use for our blush. So I like to smile and take it on the ball of the cheek and then bring it back and up. And just make it look as natural as possible. I just really got into blush this last year. Like really, really loving it. And I like to mix it up sometimes. So I'm also gonna throw out the New Year's Eve Decked Out in Mistletoe. I quite like this color in there, and so I want to pop a little bit of that on top, so we have like a little peachy pink going on, so it won't really matter what color eyeshadow we throw onto the mix because it'll look regular. So I really like these. They're quite nice. The novelty of them, it's okay, you know, it's not bad for what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. I'll be right back, and we will use the Dior face palette, and we'll do some eyes, and we'll finish up with the lips. So BRB. All right, brows are done. Let's go ahead and set with some MAC Fix Plus. And of course I forgot my fan, BRB. Okay, so I got this little thing at Walmart for $1. And you can put water or whatever you want in the bottom of it, but I don't put anything in it. I just use the fan part. And it was $1. It was like in the sale section. And I was like, $1? I've been needing this. I am tired of waving my damn mirror around like crazy. I wanted the Shane Dawson one, but they sold out pretty quick, so I didn't get it, but I have a perfectly good one. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. It has glitter gold, glitter strobe pink, peach, and bronze. So these are the colors. Let's go ahead and swatch them. See what they look like. So pretty. I definitely want to get the other one because this one seems like it's more glittery. than the other one, but actually these 3 shades look like they would work for my skin tone better than the other one where it was only like 1 or 2. But I could use the other 2 as like a blush or a bronze. However, this one is just beautiful and I don't mind glitter. I love the Supreme Frost, which I did get the Snow Globe one that I quite like. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I don't even know what color to go with. So I think I want to mix some of the peach and then the glitter gold strobe color. Let's go ahead and find, nope, that is not it. My highlighting brush is in here somewhere in this mix. Y'all, I have so many brushes, it's insane. So let's just go with this one. This is the Morphe M531. It's normally a blending brush, but it's about the same size as my highlighter one, and I think I left it in the other room. So from what I know about Dior highlighters, this is going to be a very like lit from within sort of highlight, and I can appreciate that. I think for $48 it should have come with a mirror, but that's just my opinion. So we'll just go ahead and go on in here again. And I did mix the peach with the like silver gold glitter color. And it looks really pretty. Looks very natural, very stunning. Lit from within sort of glow. I always get it down further on this side than I do this side, and then I have to go back in and fix it. So we'll just kind of bling that up, and then we're going to go in on the nose, just right down the middle here. Actually, I think I'll do this with my finger, might work a little better. The tip, and then we'll just blend that out. Take what's left and sort of put it on the Cupid's bow. Looks very nice. I love it. I did get one of these in the bigger ones, the sort of rose gold one, because I thought I would really love it. But it seemed to be a bit dark for my skin tone, so I had to take it back. And I haven't really tried any since then. I did want to get the hollow pink, but I think the only place that you can get that one is at Nordstrom. And so I just don't have it yet. I haven't gotten it. So we're going to go ahead and, if I can find it, we'll just buff that out. And on the forehead here. And make it look really nice, lit from within. I like it. I like it a lot. I heard a lot of people say they didn't like it because of the glitters in it. But I like it. I like it for that. It's very, 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 very flattering on my skin tone. And you can use the bronzer for actually bronzing. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and do lips. And then we will play with the eyeshadow a little bit. Try not to make this forever and a day long, but I'll do my best. So this is the Pillow Talk lip liner. This is a mini lip liner. So it comes with a full size lipstick with a mini lip liner, which is fine. So if you don't know, this is a very pinky mauve flesh tone, and it's her best-selling shade, so there's that. And the lip bundle is really nice because it came with the lipstick and a lip liner, so you get to try both and you don't have to pay full price for them. All right, not easy to talk when you're doing a lip liner. Wow. The chapstick is proving to be making lining my lips a little bit difficult. So this is not super draggy and dry, so I do like that. My favorite lip liners are the ColourPop lip liners. They're so creamy and smooth. They wear all day. They're beautiful. And then we have the Pillow Talk. Love the packaging. Charlotte Tilbury. And we'll just go ahead and put that up, and we'll go ahead and put this on. I do believe this is like the Matte Revolution formula, so something I have not tried, but I do believe I paid $35 for this set. And again, it came in this really, really pretty, and it's rolling away. Okay, Oh, let me break the lid. All right. So there's that right there. It feels very emollient and comfortable. We'll see how it dries down. I, of course, did have on chapstick beforehand. And then I want to go ahead and put on some of the Kylie OU Fancy Lip Gloss. I've been wanting this, but it's been out of stock in store and online. Very glittery, very sort of like a pinky silver peachy tone. So I like that too. And the doe foot on here is much like the Fenty Beauty ones. So we'll just put a little bit of that in the middle and make our lips look juicy and yummy, and that'll be that. All right, so we did get 4 of the Tarte chrome paint pots, so I'm going to show them to you before we start playing in the Shane palette. This one is, oh my gosh, it's so little. Oh, citrine, which I feel like is an orange sort of copper color. Very, very pretty. I'm going to try to use, oh, wouldn't be a video if I didn't drop something, right? Womp womp. So that's super pretty. Some of them came like very messed up and some of them came very clean looking. I'll try to do the clean looking ones first. And then we have the color Pink Diamonds. This color is stunning. I love the paint pots. I have most of them. I don't have Fire Dancer and the purple one, but I think Beach Bay. But I have Martini, Top Yacht, Froze, Park Ave Princess. This one is Wild at Heart. This is one that kind of got busted up in the mix. So we'll just try to get some here and put it on. Wild at Heart is really pretty. It's like a purpley pink with like a blue silver shift to it. And it almost looks white when you look at it right on. It's very, very pretty. And then last but not least, we have Froze. And I actually own this one in the large one. But when I swatched them together, they actually look different just a little bit. This one has more of a pinkness to it. And the other one had way more gold. So I don't know if the batches were just different. But you can see the different flips that they have. So pretty. Love these. So excited. And I like the idea of a mini because I will never be able to use a full-size chrome paint pot. So that is just the little what they look like. And they are little, so don't be shocked by it when you get it because they are minis. So those are the colors right there. And last but not least, we have the Conspiracy palette. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I have worn this twice now outside of the video that I did, and I quite like it. So I'm gonna do one eye on camera and then I will go off and do the other one just for time's sake. And yeah, so let me see here. What do I wanna do? I kinda wanna wear the color Citrine, which is like this copper color, the first one here on the bottom. I don't know, I'm just really digging it. Sort of goes with the vibe today. So I think what I'm gonna do is a very, very basic look. I'm gonna go in with My Pills, this light pink here. And we're gonna pop that in to the crease. And we're not gonna be too precise about it because we're gonna pop Tanacon or Tanacon right on top of it. And we're just gonna go in here and make it nice. Look at this piece of hair, just like, hey girl, fuck you in your life. Cool, thanks. And it's funny how eyeshadows always look different when you put them on with a full face of makeup, because I know my first impression was without makeup. So that's okay. Dun, 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 dun. So Tanacon is next. If you guys are the first to comment, Miss Tina is always the first to comment. Let's go ahead and toss that in here instead of at the end. Thank you for always commenting, having your notification bell on, and supporting my channel. You are the bomb.com girl. Love you the most. She said she didn't want to be a stalker and be first, but no matter how long she waits, she always is. So I love that. And don't wait, be first. Be featured, girl. Do you. All right. So Tanacon is up in that crease real nice. And we're just going to find a pencil brush real quick. And we're going to take Tanacon on the bottom and work it across. Sometimes when I put shadows on my lower lash line, it makes my eye burn. So I've tried to be really careful. The eye doctor wants to put plugs in my eyes so I don't produce too many tears, but I produce enough. Don't really know how that's going to pan out, but I need to call and see how much my insurance covers, TBH. All right, next we're going to go in with this nice little Luxie brush. Love that. And we're going to go into Diet Root Beer. I love the color Just a Theory in this palette. Spiraling and Not a Fact. So good. Not a Fact is probably one of my faves. I love anything that's like maroon or close to. And I love that you can get a real everyday look out of this palette, and you don't have to go with pops of color if you don't want to. So where you look at it and it doesn't look like it's cohesive or you can really get a full look, you actually really can. It's very user friendly, and I quite like that. I'm going to go back with the pencil brush and Diet Root Beer and bring that about halfway in, keeping it tight, keeping it clean. And then we're going to go back with that Luxie brush. And I have not used this color yet, so I'm going to use it today, and that is Cheese Dust. With a little pig on it. It's supposed to be Cheeto Dust, but I guess Cheeto probably had a problem with that. I don't know. Cheeto, you could have made a lot of money. Cheeto, you could have been a brand sponsor. Get your life together. Okay, enough about that. All right, and that color blended out even better than the rest of them. Love you the most. Oh, I do wish there was a darker brown than the Diet Root Beer, but there's not. So, as much as I don't want to go in with the black color, I'm not. I'm going to go get a dark brown. BRB. Okay. So I am going to go in with the Jawbreaker palette. I'm going to go in with the color Tasty down here. And it's just the dark brown in the palette. I just want to go in this outer corner and deepen up, because I don't want to go outside of that orange color. I just want to keep it very natural with that slight amount of cheese dust. And then put the citrine on. So I really want to try the paint pots today. I quite like them, and I thought they would go really good. So what I love about the Shane palette is that it's very cohesive with the rest of the stuff that Jeffree has. And so there's no repeats or anything like that, and they work very well together. Of course, they're the same formula and all of that. And we'll just blend. Okay, so moving forward, looking forward, looks like we need just a little bit more here. I know I have the palette in the way, but I'm using the mirror. Looks really pretty. All right, I'm gonna grab my other handheld mirror, set the palette down over here, and try to keep going without having a mirror in the frame. Just making sure it's coming up high enough and inward enough to match up with everything else that we're doing here. And of course my eye is watering, because why wouldn't it be? All right, now we are gonna go into this lovely Sephora brush here. This is the 18 shader. Yeah. We're going to go, oh, no. MAC Fix Plus. Sorry, that's my setting powder. Woo! I mean, they're both the same, but one works differently and more better. So, we're going to go into the color Citrine in the Tarte Chrome Paint Pots here. And put that all over the lid. It's going to be so pretty. So shiny. I think it's going to go great with cheese dust. And grab some more. This brush is really little, so it doesn't hold a whole lot. Didn't get that wet. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some more. And get some more color here. And there we go. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's go ahead and go in with the finger. I just think it makes it look a little more opaque and shiny with the finger. And we can blend a little better there in the corner. So that is blingy and I love it. Let's get that off my finger. Then I'm gonna go back in with cheese dust. We're gonna kind of blend that there. Make sure there's no skips on the eyelid, and then we're gonna go back in with Tasty from the Jawbreaker palette and do this little number. Then we're gonna clean up under the eye. And I'm gonna go do the other eye off camera. I'm gonna do my eyeliner and mascara, and we will come back and talk about it. Okay, so I totally forgot to do the inner corner, so I was like, I'm gonna come back and do the inner corner with you guys. If I can find my brush. Let's use this one. Okay. I was gonna use a color from this palette. I was gonna use Ranch, but I think, I don't know, I'm looking and I feel like maybe I should use Jawbreaker. I don't know, let's swatch it. Yeah, I just feel like this color would look really good in the inner corner. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead, put this chrome pot up. Love the way that it looks, not gonna lie. And we're gonna get some more MAC Fix Plus on our little brush, just a Sephora Pro Shader again, and the Jawbreaker palette with the color Jawbreaker. And we're just gonna pop that in the inner corner a little bit, and then I want to grab the Dior face and cheek palette. I'm going to go ahead and go in with a little bit of the peachy color and this gold color like we did our highlight, and I'm going to pop that there. I just feel like this is going to make it look complete color wise. And then I'm going to take a dry brush and we're going to go up under the eyebrow. I'm going to take this Unique deluxe brush, and we're going to just use that lightest color here in the palette and just go right up here on that brow bone and make it pop. Dun, 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 dun. And then I'm going to go do liner and finish up, and I'll be back. Okay, love you the most. Hey everyone, what's up? I'm back and I'm done. So this is the completed and finished look. I quite like it. I think it looks ravishing. I think it looks fabulous for every day, or you could put a really bright pop of color underneath or on the lid and make it a little bit different. I think the Pillow Talk lipstick wears nicely on the lips. I like the Kylie lip gloss so far. My hair did get stuck in it once. So let's just start from the top and talk about if I like it, and then we'll be done here. So I'm looking, of course I know that I love the foundation. This is one of my favorites. If you've never tried Dior, definitely try it. That or the YSL 24 Hour. Those two are probably my top two foundations. If you guys want to see my foundation collection, let me know in the comments down below and I'll show you what I've got. But this one is one I will keep repurchasing because of the color match and because of the wear. It just looks really, really divine on mature skin. Not gonna lie, it looks really, really good. So this is kind of up close. You guys can see here. And it looks fabulous. As far as beauty blenders go, I got one of these in a FabFitFun box and I had never bought one before, but once I got that one, I was hooked doing my foundation like this. I will keep with the brushes with my under eyes because I just feel like that does a better job with the creases and the more mature skin. So of course I'll keep doing that, but I do love these for the complexion part. Looks really, really nice. Next, let's talk about the Huda Beauty Powder and Pound Cake. I think that this is great. I think it's probably the foundation that broke me out because this doesn't smell as strong as what the foundation did. It was like highly offensive, the amount of perfume that was in that foundation. So hopefully this will continue to work. The way that it made my skin look again, as I'm just sitting here looking again, and it looks really, really good. It looks beautiful, looks blurred out. My under eyes look pretty good. Now, naturally, I'm gonna have that natural creasing there because I'm almost 40. So that's what happens when you get older. But overall, the way that it made the rest of my skin look and sort of like look, I don't know how to say it except for how it made it look. Looks really good. I did not buff because I felt like everything looked pretty good and buffed out, so I didn't buff with anything today, but normally I would, so maybe that's partly because of this. The next thing that we used was the blushes here from Tarte, and I guess we'll just see how they wear throughout the day. But I love the colors that came in this. You have something that goes with an everyday look, and it's 9 blushes, blush toppers, stuff like that. I hear people say, I love the bronzer. It's not a bronzer. They're all blushes, okay? And blush toppers. They're for your cheeks. So I don't know, I like it for blush, for what it's intended for, and I can't stand it when people call it highlighters and stuff, because that's not what it is. Next is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette, and I am living for this. A lot of people complain that they didn't like the glitter in it, but I actually really like it. I think it looks like a very nice lit from within sort of glow. If I can find another highlighter brush, yeah. And just kind of top it off since I've finished everything. But this is really pretty. I'm going to get a lot of use out of this, and you can strobe to the gods if you get your brush wet and do it that way. It would be really, really shimmery. But today I just wanted to try it like it was, and I end up really, 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 really liking it. It looks really, really good. I will end up using this color down here as a bronzer though. One thing I would say is that I do wish that it had a mirror. I don't care about seeing through to the highlighters. I kind of know it's in my highlighter palettes. I bought them, you know what I mean? But I did think it was a good deal to get this for 20% off and get all 4 of these colors. So I'm pleased with this. We forgot to talk about the primer. This is actually a really good smoothing primer. It does help with the longevity of your makeup, so your makeup will wear longer. If you have oily skin, I can say that this still will work for you. It's very kind of like a thick formula, but it works wonders, not gonna lie. Fills in the pores. I still do use my Cover FX pore filler, just because I like the way that that fills like in between here and right here on my cheeks. But this other stuff worked fabulous in the same way. Let's go ahead and talk about the Park Ave Princess. I don't know if anybody got this in their boxy charm, but I had it before that, and I had purchased a backup before that. So this is definitely one of my favorites. It's very flattering. It blends out very good and works like a dream. The packaging is even better. So shimmery and lovely. So really like that. If you have never tried it, I would definitely say I would recommend that. You can get it online and I think in store still, but double check. Okay, double check. Next is the Tarte Chrome Paints. If I can get a hold of them. Bam, right there. This is the one I'm wearing today in Citrine. If you can see, it's a very nice like orangey coppery color. It looks really pretty. I love the way that these shimmer and shine, and if you use your finger, it looks just like it looks in the pot. A little bit goes a long way, so these are gonna last forever, and there's something for every season, every person kind of in the little set. And it would be really good if you got it and only wanted 1 or 2 colors, and then you could stocking stuff with the other ones. So it would be great gift ideas, not just for yourself, but for other people. Let's talk about the Charlotte Tilbury here. If I can find the lip liner. Dun, 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 dun. Got the little duo here. First time trying a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick or lip liner. It's very comfortable. It's very easy to apply. The color is beautiful. Just a nice everyday, could go with any kind of look that you wear. So it is very complimentary to many skin tones, I'm sure. It's very like a pinky nude, just very natural, kind of good looking color. So I can see people's fascination with that. And then let's talk about the Conspiracy palette. So I've used this several times now. mostly creating like everyday looks. So the last time I wore it, I kind of wore like all of these colors, and then I put this color to kind of deepen and darken, and then I put this color on the lid, and then of course I put ranch on the inner corner. So I also have used this one. I've done this row with this on the lid and this one sort of in the outer corner to deepen, so I like that. Definitely like the red. Don't have much like that in my collection. I've gone on the underneath lash line with this one, and then sleep paralysis, can't remember oh, Illuminati. So and then this one with the inner corner. The only ones I haven't really used is this one. I have used that one on the bottom lash line, and I think that's it. Like this color right here is the only one that I haven't used in the palette yet. I just don't wear a lot of blues sort of with my eye color and skin tone. It's not really my cup of tea, but overall I really love this. Glad that I invested in that, and I think that's it. I think we've covered it all. So if you like this style video, let me know down below. And with that being said, I'm gonna go now. So I will see you all later. Let me know if you like the look overall, and do good, be good, you are good. I gotta go grocery shopping. I'm out.